Alright then, we are back. So, I want to make this quick video to sort of just tell you about the story of like what kind of went down this past 2 weeks. So, went on winter break, and typically, even during the breaks, whether it's summer break, winter break, typically, I just grind even more, push even harder because I have more time to work on the business, create more content. But for some reason, I just took the advice of just relax, take it easy, and just take your foot off the gas just for now. Recover, rest a bit. And I'll tell you why that's the worst advice I've ever taken. So it started off small, like slowly. Started off with me just watching a couple movies, saying, "Oh, this is fine." Then fucking started playing video games, dude. I fucking reinstalled Fortnite after 3.5 years. And the sad thing is, bro, I was still good. I was still so good. It's so fucking sad because I dedicated so much time into this stupid game. Like, thinking about it now, like, imagine if I spent all those years trying to hone my craft or kickboxing. Imagine how far ahead I'd be right now. So after that, started indulging in junk food, processed like frozen pizzas, fucking takeout. Horrible, just destroying everything I've built up. But I will give myself this. I'll pat myself on the back for this. Even like after destroying everything I've been building up, I still managed to go to the gym almost every single day. I think over those 2.5 weeks, I skipped the gym 3 times. 3 times. Which is pretty fucking good if you ask me. Like that's a pretty solid way of like combating the effects my vices and like the degenerate activities I was partaking in had on me. Then I started making like excuses. The excuses started piling up. I get back to work tomorrow. I start recording content, tomorrow, the next day, and that turns into a week, and that turns into 2 weeks. And shit, look at it, we're in 2025, and I finally got my ass to sit down in front of a computer and record, right? So yeah, I kind of want to make this video to show you guys that some people, I guess they can take their foot off the gas and enjoy. But for some reason, I think like people like me, if you're wired anything like me, you just can't do that. Now, what I mean is, I, I take things to the very end of the spectrum on everything. Not autism spectrum, but every spectrum. What I mean is, take video games for example. The very end of the spectrum is not touching video games at all, which is what I've been doing for the past 3 years. I haven't touched a video game. And the very opposite of that spectrum is playing video games like fucking consistently, trying to be competitive as fuck, which is kind of like I almost got back into that over this fucking holiday. And the same thing goes with anything, like with training, with work. It's like I can't be like somewhere in the middle because it just feels dull. Like life just feels depressing and boring that way. I don't know, maybe that's just something I have to work on. But like the real meaning, like when I really feel happy is when I'm just on the grind. When I'm on the, not the degenerate side, when I'm on the polar opposite, like the fulfilling, purposeful, wholesome side of the spectrum on every activity, right? That's when I really feel like I'm heading in a good direction in life. So letting my foot off the gas here and taking it easy, I just completely went into like I tipped the scales and went right to the other side of this entire like equation, this entire fucking spectrum. I went right to the other side, and I was like indulge in everything, I just overdid it. I feel like I overdo everything on both sides. I started feeling like super lazy, super groggy. I woke up very late. I'd go to sleep super late. Like, yeah, I guess I got to spend more time with my family because I'd just be watching movies or like series with them. I'd play video games with them. But even then, like, I'm just thinking about how much, like, I just wasted my fucking holiday. Like, yeah, I rested. I did a conventional, like, just take it easy, bro. Fuck, man, that shit was horrible. I didn't get any work done. And the work that I did get done, like working on the body sculptor program course, I didn't really do any work. Like, I was convincing myself I was doing work, but really, truly, I didn't. Like, bro, I'm still fucking building the landing page. I've been building that for 3 fucking weeks. Slow, that's the problem. I'm slow with it. And I'm making this video sort of like an accountability video, holding myself, accountable and making sure this doesn't happen again. And if it does, I can look back at it and know what to improve on, because now the way I'm kind of getting back on the horse is the way I've already been speaking about on YouTube. It's that I've identified what it is I've been doing wrong. So it's indulging in all sorts of stupid activities, it's being a fucking degenerate. And now I know what I have to improve on, right? For the past week, I've been fixing my sleep, which is good. Like, I've been taking control of my life again, which is nice. I finally got my ass to sit down and make the video I've been planning on making for the past 2 weeks. And slowly, I'm going to be getting back into it, posting 1 to 2 videos a week. So we'll see exactly how that goes. But I know exactly what it is I need to do to improve myself. And the funny thing is, if I compare this, like, fall off to the previous fall off I had, right around like the beginning of last year, back in 2024, I've actually made much more improvement. And I'll tell you what I mean. Let me give you an example. When I was playing video games, I made sure that I was only playing the video games when I was with my brothers. So when I was playing Fortnite, it was only with my brothers. When I was playing fucking anything, it was only with my brothers, something I could play together with them. Otherwise, I would not touch it. Like, that was my rule. If I was going to eat junk food, I made sure that I was only going to eat it with my brothers, like when I'm in a social circle. So I was delaying the gratification. Yes, I was still like kind of forcing the situations to, come about. But even then, I made sure that I wasn't just stupidly indulging. Like, there was still a very mindful way of indulgence, if you know what I mean. When I was watching movies, I wasn't watching any of them alone. It was always with my siblings and with my family. So when you look at it from that perspective, I guess I've made more improvement. Like, yes, I've been training every single day. I made sure to take good care of my body, which shows now that I get back into kickboxing, back to training after the holidays. I'm still in pristine physical condition, if not better, I'll be honest. And I've taken back control of my sleep. I made sure, like, honestly, during this holiday, I haven't slept later than, midnight? That was like the worst. Midnight or 1 o'clock, that was the worst I went to sleep at. So honestly, I'm going to pat myself on the back. Like, I've done a much better job. I know what I need to improve on. And I'm making this video, as I've mentioned before, to hold myself accountable. I'll be looking back at this and seeing just how much progress I've made. And if you also kind of fell off over this holiday on your self-improvement journey, fitness journey, right? If you've just been like slacking with the food, you've been eating junk food here and there, I want this video to sort of inspire you to do the same thing that I have, which is identifying the biggest constraints and hurdles stopping you from achieving your goals. The second step would be to make sure you come up with all possible and viable solutions to solve these problems. Okay? Then you go through them. Step 3 will be what I just said, is implementing these solutions as fast as possible. Go through a bunch of different solutions, implement the ones that you think are going to work. All right? And then step 4, you've got 2 ways of moving forward. Option 1 is, if it fixes it, great, carry on with your life, you're back. If it doesn't, you rinse and repeat the process. Let's say your screen time is 10 hours a day. What are different possible solutions that can help you reduce that time? Stop consuming so much content, for example. Well, the most obvious one would be to delete the apps. If you're not using them, like for work, delete the apps. Have them only on your computer, not on your phone, so you can't have easy access to it. Screen time. Find different solutions and just implement the ones that make the most sense. If it doesn't work, rinse and repeat. So, yeah, hope this video sort of inspired you to get back on track as well. I kind of just wanted to put it out there, get this video out the way. It's probably not going to be the best video I've made in a long time. But hey, all I can say is stay tuned, because I've got some pretty awesome content lined up for the next 2 weeks, which I think you're going to enjoy a lot. And yeah, if you enjoyed this, subscribe, comment, like, do the generic stuff. And yeah, click one of these videos if you want to see more. Peace.